someone else would be here this early. I came here to study. 4 hours until our test and everything. You're pretty early. Have you got plans to study as well? Hang on. I don't recognize you. You're not one of the top 5, so why are you here to study so early? You're not. Oh. Well then what are you doing? You're gonna see if the answers were laying around. I bet you were. Guess not everyone can score well. Where do you usually place? I'm number 1 all the time. Oh. Well then, I guess you're what some would call a lost cause. Sorry. It can't be helped. I could help you in another way, though. Oh, not like that. Studying. Or maybe it's rather unethical, but being top student does have its benefits with the teachers. I could maybe show you where they keep the answer booklets. Not that I've ever had to use them myself, but in case you wanted to somehow pass this test. What does your average score look like? I don't want it to be too suspicious. Oh, well then, even getting a 20 would be good for you. Sorry. I mean, it is a 50 to pass. But do you want to just pass? Or do you want to get a good grade? My parents always tell me to study. Go to my room as soon as I get back from school. I mean, I'm not complaining. I quite like it. The solitude. Nothing in my ears but the sweet sound of birdsong and the soft, gentle writing on paper. It's very therapeutic, you know. Maybe you could learn to like that life too. I mean, what else do you do with your time if you're not studying? Hanging out with friends? I don't have that many friends. Not that I need them, though. I don't need friends. I have my grades. And that's all that matters once you get out of school, right? Right? I have an idea. I help you. And you promise to be my friend? Maybe we could eat lunch together sometime? Deal? Okay, fine. Even though it is against my morals to cheat, I think just this once will be okay. I can make an exception for you. But before I show you where the answers are kept, we are going to have to do a little bit of studying. I mean, we've still got 4 hours, and it would be pointless if you didn't at least learn something. How much have you spent studying for this test? I know it was postponed yesterday because of the fire alarm. So, did you make use of that extra time? Oh, I get it. We all have our own hobbies. I don't think I've heard of these Vtubers before, but do they at least provide you with educational stuff? Do they teach you things? Kind of. What does that mean? They don't teach you maths or science or anything academic? Oh, they teach you about brain rot and video games. Not very helpful. Maybe you should consider another hobby. You want something that will educate you rather than rot your brain. Like reading a book, studying mathematics, learning about algorithms. Puzzles are good. Do you ever build puzzles? There's lots of studies to prove that puzzles actually help with cognitive function. Keep your brain young, as some would say. I enjoy puzzles. They sometimes move on to the even more complicated shapes, like the globes. Digital puzzles count. I mean, there's digital chess, and chess is very good for your brain too. You're an odd one. I can't say that we've crossed paths before, but for some reason it feels like I know you really well. It's quite charming bumping into another student who is quite different from me. I mean, I'm academic, I'm top of the class, I study all of the time, and I never play video games or indulge in brain rot. Quite different from you. But there's something about it. I think we could be quite good friends. No, I'm not trying to talk you out of the deal, but I just had to get that off my chest. You know, being alone so much. Whenever I take breaks from studying, I have moments to look out of my bedroom window and close my eyes, listen to the song of the birds. It can be quite peaceful, but sometimes being left alone with your thoughts is not a good thing. I often wonder if I'm doing enough, if I'm working hard enough, if I'm making the people in my life proud. You know, I think everyone gets feelings like that, so if you get feelings like that, you just need to remember, you're more than enough. It's good to take moments away and digest what's going on in your head, but try not to let the bad voices be so loud. You have to believe in yourself. That's the only way you're ever going to get what you want in life. Don't compare yourself to others. try not to be overly negative. And know that your life has its own journey, its own path, different to those around you. I think it's important to remember that. You know, you may not be much of a studier, but I'm sure you have talents in other areas. I mean, you're pretty easy to talk to. I'm being so open with you. It must be a talent of yours to get that kind of feeling out of people. Do you ever think about how different your life would be if you made different choices? Like me, for example, if I didn't spend all of my time studying, maybe I'd be the popular girl who walks down the hallway and everyone stops and stares in awe. Or if you didn't spend so much time not studying, if you would be nerdy and have no friends. Quite like myself. I think it is a waste of time to do that, but sometimes it can be fun. Like, what if I was so popular that people started to worship me and I made my own cult? Ekkomori cult. For some reason, something like the Tattletales comes in mind when I think of what I'd call my followers. What do you think? Does it have a good ring to it? What about you? What's something funny that comes to mind if you think of a different life choice that you would have made? Would you still be here? Or somewhere else? Just keep it light-hearted though. I don't want you to get upset. There's no use looking back on the past. We are here in the present. And we have to appreciate that. Life throws all sorts of obstacles at us, and we can be so harsh on ourselves sometimes. But there's no point being harsh on yourself. Not if, you know, my parents can be pretty harsh on me. They want me to spend all of my time studying. And I admit I do like it. I do enjoy it. But sometimes I would like to have a normal life. Make friends, do girly things. Maybe now that you've promised to be my friend once I help you cheat, we could go do fun things. Like go to a cafe and eat some yummy desserts. I've never done that. Not with friends, at least. I went once on my own, but I got too nervous. I thought the other people there would judge me for being on my own. We could go to a park and play catch. I don't know if I'm very hand-eye coordinated though, so I might hurt myself a little bit, but you'll be patient with me, right? A picnic? I love that. Although, I have to say, my time studying did take away my time from learning how to cook, so I don't know if I will be able to bring anything homemade, but supermarket sandwiches will do, right? Hmm. Yes, this all sounds so fun. You promised to keep your side of the deal, right? You're not just gonna use me to cheat on the test and then leave? I get it if you do, though. I mean, there must be a reason I don't have many friends. Aside from the fact that I don't really do anything with anyone. Studying just takes up a lot of the time. Okay, as long as you promise. Well, like I said earlier, we should really do a little bit of studying before. I have my notes here if you want to copy them down. Hmm. Here. This one. This one. How about... How about you copy down this page? Just don't flick too far. Some of the other notes are personal. What? What? Is there something on my face? You keep stopping to write to look at me. Just keep writing. No, I'm not pulling any faces. What? Just keep writing. I told you. I'm not pulling faces. Wait, what are you doing? I told you not to. I told you not to turn that page. Yes, I may have other hobbies in my spare time. No, they're not. They're not just two people kissing, they're two boys kissing. Just give that to me. I need something else to, spend doing other than studying. If I just exclusively studied, I would go crazy. Just don't tell anyone, okay? It's not exactly the most praised hobby. Especially not my parents. You won't tell anyone? Huh. Thank you. If that got out, I probably definitely wouldn't make any friends. Have you got an interest in that kind of hobby? No? Okay, you don't. Never mind. Moving on. Oh, well, you took the notes, so we could go over them together if you want. Not now, though. I have to finish writing my own. Just give me some time. Read over them, okay? Genesis, smart word, smart big science word. You don't understand? Oh, I can help you. So, if you see this right here, big science word 1, it's talking about how it travels down the big science word and enters the big science word. And then once they fuse together, the big science word changes into a big science word. And if heat is applied, then the molecules of the big science word fuse again until they adapt into big science word. Yeah, exactly. I'm glad that makes sense. Oh, you need some help on the mathematics area? Well, all you need to know for the test is that pi is 3 point something, 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 insert words, insert numbers, and that the quadratic formula is letter minus letter, number, letter, symbol, letter, number, symbol, letter, number. Yeah. It took me some time to memorize it too, but you'll get there. You've got time. Oh. Right. The answer sheet. Are you sure you Okay. I get it. You know, you'd probably feel a lot better about yourself if you just studied instead of cheating. I know for some people that it can actually make it worse. Way more worse than actually doing bad on the test. A false sense of proudness. Like I said, I'd be happy to help you study maybe in a future test. It's not like this one's that important. It's just the last one of this semester before we break up for spring. There's plenty more to come for the rest of the school year. We could even meet up over spring break and maybe... I don't know. Study together. Fine. Even if you do cheat on this one, we'll still do that. You can take me on that picnic, huh? There's actually a new spot I've been wanting to go to that opened up recently. It's got a fountain and everything. Although the weather will have to be a bit sunnier than it is now, and we'd have to bring our bathing suits. Oh, not that I want to see you. Mine's covered anyway. It's a full suit. Like a diving suit. My mum won't let me buy cute bikinis. So I'll look a bit silly. But it'll be fun splashing around anyway. But you wanna do that maybe? You could study for a bit and then use that as the relaxation. I think it'd be fun too. This is nice. Getting to talk to a soon-to-be friend. You don't think I'm that bad? Thanks. The other girls, they've never been mean to me. They just probably know I'm going to say no if they ask me to come out with them. My parents don't exactly give me the time to spend with other girls my age. It's school bell, get the bus straight home and begin my studies. My mom even has a set timer that if I'm even a minute late, she removes exactly 1 roast potato from my Sunday lunch. I've never gotten rid of more than 2 though. So I don't know how much punishment it really is. Yeah, I wish it was different too. But I'm grateful for my parents for pushing me to be my best self. I mean, it's because of them pushing me I'm #1 student in the school. Even the seniors are jealous of my grades. That's something to thank them for, right? I'm sure I'll get to enjoy many youthful days once I get into the school I want, or the school they want me to go to. It's a dream college that every parent wishes their kids would go to. And if I get in, then maybe I'll make my parents proud after all. I would finally hear the words, "We're proud of you," leave their mouth. Anyway, back to writing notes. Thanks. I like to keep them nice and tidy, so I know where to find everything. When you study for so long, you tend to write a lot down. If it wasn't organized, I'd probably have a terrible time trying to find anything. You don't organize your notes? Are they loud? I'll close the window. They should be quieter now. There's still a few more windows open, so if I need to shut more, just let me know. Smart science word. Smart science word. Cross-reference. Big maths word. Big brain moment. Oh, I guess we should get those notes. Are you sure you want to do this? We did make a deal after all. Fine. Well, here they are, inside this envelope. The answers to the test. It's kind of a sticky envelope. The glue keeping the seal tight is quite strong. Guess the teachers really don't want any of the students to find it and open it. But as long as we put it back, it should be fine. They won't know. They don't check these anyway. Are you gonna take it from me or not? Well, did you get the answers you were looking for? Where are you gonna write them? The classic wrist on a piece of paper. Maybe under the table, on your desk. Do you have some kind of secret compartment? I've never cheated before in my life, so it's quite thrilling to watch someone else do it, or at least how it works. You're done? Okay. I'll take it back. Just a moment. What? One of my toggles is broken, what the hell? No, don't freak out. But I think one of the teachers saw me. And I don't know if they saw me taking it as well, or putting it back, or if they saw nothing. But we need to get out of this classroom before they come looking. So, I guess we don't have the whole time to study anyway. Yes, we have to get out of here. No, I don't want to get caught. I have a perfect track record. I'm not about to waste it on some cheat. No, I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. I'm just freaking out a little bit. I'm freaking out, okay? We have to go. Come on. Just take my hand or something. Let's go. Quickly. They're coming.